Okay, now it looks like it's actually working. Hooray. Just started and I'm already annoyed. And I can't jump through there. Cool.
The old water cistern. On some days, this would smell.
Gotta...
Show yourself. That'll teach you.
Okay. Now hopefully this will go without any more problem. Damn it. Maybe if I can do this without launching myself past the first vampire. Already off to an annoying start. First technical difficulties, and then I almost died to the first weak vampire that I come across. You do. You allow me to move forward. Hello. There was a point to coming down here, right?
Yes? What did you need?
Wait. I... Okay, no, those do hurt. Okay. Thought I stepped on it and took no damage for a moment. Here's spider. I don't see spider. Hello. There we go. Yoink. Wait. That was a cured disease. I can't get diseases, because I'm a werewolf. I suppose I could sell it at least. Oh, there's the spider. There was the spider.
This leads out to the courtyard. Just head for the door. We've made it to the courtyard. Oh no. What happened to this place? Everything's been torn down. The whole place looks, well, dead. It's like we're the first to set foot here in centuries. What now?
Alright, did you have more to say about this place, or?
This used to lead into the castle's
Okay,
hall.
yeah, you have a scripted
My
thing.
father had it sealed up. I used to walk through here after evening meals. It was beautiful once.
Wait, where'd she go?
Do you know how beautiful something can be
Oh, there she is.
by a monster for hundreds of years? She would have hated to see it like this. Wait. Something's wrong with the moon dial here. Some of the crests are missing. The dial is askew. I didn't even know the crests could be removed. Maybe my mother's trying to tell us something. I'm telling you, there's something strange with the moon dial.
Uh-huh. I know I saw it a moment ago. I think. Nope. Where? There it is.
Very clever, Mother. Very clever.
And down we go.
I've been in those tunnels before, but I bet they run right out of the courtyard and into the tower ruins. Well, at least what...
Probably right.
I've never even seen this part of the castle before. Be careful. I don't know what might be around.
Wait. Okay. Thought that actually went down somewhere. Any more? There's in fact one more.
Teach you.
Yeah, I don't really need any more jewels. I have so many jewels. Do with more silver and gold, though. Speaking of... Nope. Goes nowhere.
Wait.
Oh, didn't mean to power attack. Oh. Wait. Oh, I thought there was a weapon in there for a moment.
Where'd you
Pretty sure I did need Quicksilver. Because I want to be able to make a full set of the Skyrim armor. What? Oh. Funny, sometimes this dude does a charging attack when I don't actually mean for them to do a charging attack. And sometimes they'll, like, it feels like they're being forced past whatever enemy I'm attacking with that same charging attack. And other times, like, they get stuck on an enemy and absolutely refuse to pass by them. Which, like, granted, that could just be me being bad at the game. But, like, it often feels like a thing that is very much, like, not my fault a lot of the time. Really, you're gonna hold off until I pull the switch, huh? Not pull the switch, yank the chain? Words. Words and phrases. Anyway, which... Did it open this? Or did it open something over here? I'm not paying enough attention.
Where'd you come Tough day for you.
Come on. Go down. There we go. Out of morbid curiosity, this goes where? Yoink, yoink. Lightning. Have lightning enchantments. So... What are you? Got that enchantment. Okay. Oh boy, the spiders. Because those were so fun to deal with, ever. So that might have also been Serana that summoned them. I wasn't in the room. No, actually, no. It would have been that Rag Lord that summoned them, wouldn't it? Because they disappeared when he went down. Wait, did you bring one back just to start attacking it? No, he got up on his own, I guess. Literally just have rags on him, too. You know, I'm sure if you asked whoever designed this dungeon what each one of these rooms is for, they probably wouldn't have much of an answer for you. So I feel like all these twists and turns and all these big open rooms are there just to be there. Without any, like, real practical reason. You... Nope, you. I knew one of you, at least. Ooh, ebony. Ebony's always good. Ebony. Like that at least. Because I'm sure that's got some good enchantments, right? Got some damn good armor, at least.
I don't think we've reached the top yet.
Which,
So far, this hasn't been too bad. Anything good?
It depends on your definition of good, because I found something that I think you will like. Something that I think you'll at least actually wear. Did that equip it to me? It equipped it to me, didn't it? I wanted to see if she would wear it. I guess I'll have to exit this first. Put that back on. It might actually be what she's already wearing. So, a pretty... Yep. I mean, tilting a candlestick isn't exactly uncommon in ancient castles, so... Not that clever when you think about it. But then again, she's also been locked up for multiple thousands of years, so... I guess she would have a slightly skewed idea of what is and isn't considered clever.
I knew she was deep into necromancy. I mean, she taught me everything I know. But I had no idea she had a setup like this. She must have spent years collecting these components. What's this thing? I'm not sure about this circle, but it's obviously something. Let's take a look around. There has to be something here that tells us where she's gone.
Alright, what exactly are we looking for?
My mother was meticulous about her research. If we can find her notes, there might be some hints in there.
Alright. Did your mother keep gargoyles here? Right, family, were you always... No. That's all for now.
Keep a small journal.
Bone meal. On the ground, bone meal. Yoink. I suppose any of these are skill books.
Any luck yet? I had no idea her laboratory even existed. She had an alchemy set up in her drawing room, but nothing that even comes close to what's here.
Alright, what did she research?
Looking at the equipment and materials, it looks like she was trying to advance her necromancy.
To what end?
I don't know. Certainly not longevity. Kind of a waste of time for a vampire.
Found your mother's notes.
You did? Let me see them.
What's this soul cairn that she mentions?
I only know what she told me. She had a theory about soul gems. That the souls inside of them don't just vanish when they're used. They end up in the soul cairn.
Alright, why did she care where used souls went?
The soul cairn is home to very powerful beings. Necromancers send them souls and receive powers of their own in return. My mother spent a lot of time trying to contact them directly, to travel to the soul cairn itself.
If she made it there, we'll find her.
That circle in the center of the room is definitely some type of portal. If I'm reading this right, there's a formula here that should give us safe passage into the soul cairn.
What do we need?
A handful of soul gem shards, some finely ground bone meal, a good bit of purified void salts. Damn it.
What's wrong?
We're also going to need a sample of her blood, which, if we could get that, we wouldn't even be trying to do this in the first place.
Why do we need specifically her blood?
Not bad. We'd better hope that's good enough. Mistakes with these kind of portals can be gruesome. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get started.
Why would a spell like this require specifically Valeria's blood and not just blood? The only reason I could think in her notes that she would have specified her blood is that she would have meant like the blood of like a true vampire. Because like I feel like this should work regardless of whose blood it is.
Oh, definitely. Mother would have plenty of those materials in her laboratory. You just need to find them.
There a chance I have anything to disenchant? Didn't really think so.
Get the ingredients in that vessel and let me know when you're ready. There's not a whole lot to tell. You've already seen my father's obsession. My mother's not a whole lot better, but you'll see that soon enough.
Were you close with them?
My father... No, not really. I did spend a lot of time with my mother, but she saw me more like a protege than a daughter. What about you? What were your parents like?
They're good people. I miss them. We're very close. I can't wait to see them again. Didn't really get along. Best that I haven't seen them in a while. Never knew them. I grew up alone. Like a lot. Yeah, well, this character is based off of a D&D character I made. And that character actually did have a good relationship with their parents.
You're a good son. Yeah. Let's just keep going.
She did not have much of anything to say about that. I
Then the rest is up to me. Are you ready to go?
think that was like the shortest response to like anything she could have said. Alright. Ready.
Okay, here goes. Ancestors. Created the portal of the soul. Incredible. Incredible. Simply incredible. I'm ready when you are. Are you alright? That looked painful.
It was. What happened?
Now that I think about it, I should have expected that. Sorry. It's hard to describe. The soul cairn is, well, hungry, for lack of a better word. It's trying to take your life essence as payment.
So there's no way in then.
There might be, but I don't think you're going to like it. Vampires aren't counted among the living. I could probably go through there without a problem.
Are you saying I need to become a vampire?
Not your first choice, I guess?
There has to be another way.
Maybe. We could just pay the toll another way. It wants a soul, so we give it a soul. Yours.
Wouldn't that kill me?
My mother taught me a trick or two. I could partially soul trap you and offer that gem to the ideal masters. It might be enough to satisfy them. It would make you a bit weaker when we travel through the soul cairn, but we might be able to fix that once we're inside. Maybe.
Those are my only options.
I'm sorry. I wish I knew a better way, something that would be easier for you. Just know that whatever path you choose, I won't think any less of you. Sometimes things just have to be done. I know that better than anybody.
Alright.
Well, looks like some other guests have taken over since my mother left.
Soul trap me.
Are you sure? I'm willing to do it, but you need to think it through. You'll remain mortal, but you'll find yourself weakened within the soul cairn.
I'm ready.
I know this is difficult for you. I hope you trust me. I'd never do anything that could hurt you.
I trust you completely.
Thank you. Let's not waste any more time then. I promise to make this as painless as possible. Hold still.
Alright. I am partially soul trapped. Let me in.
This place. I can't imagine choosing to come here. My mother must have been terrified.
Yoink. Yoink.
I was hoping it wouldn't smell this bad.
Yeah, do. Nah.
Just find my mother and get out of here, quickly. Ugh, the smell here. Let's try to handle this quickly.
Anyway.
Please. End this misery.
This thing.
Look at this place. Can't imagine choosing to come here. My mother must have been
Yoink. Hello? Ah, there you are. Yoink. Yoink. And yoink.
You're not getting the best of me. Figured.
Give me that.
You must help me find my Arvak. He doesn't deserve to be in a place like this.
Alright, calm down. Who's Arvak?
Arvak, my horse. We came to this horrible place together. We were attacked by monsters, so I told him to run. Please, he's such a loyal creature, and he's been running for so long. You have to save him. A place like this will change you.
Alright, how can I help him?
Arvak? Arvak! Where are you? Arvak, please come back! Come back!
I feel like the scripting in this game has always been, like, slightly off. Anyway, I'm gonna explore a bit instead of going straight to where I need to be. I feel like there's a few things that I need to grab from
A soul gem.
some spots.
That's what it was. Then I must be. Oh no.
That guy seems to know exactly what happened to him, which probably makes this actually slightly more terrifying for him. Go. Pretty sure there's enemies around this. It's just about every structure in this area, in this environment. Just about every structure I'm going to come across in here is probably going to have enemies around. I even heard them. Yes, there is an enemy up there. I don't know how to reach it, though. Hello? Nope. Oh, there's another one. Another one? Oh, there it is. Here. There it is. Yeah, because if there's something to be found, I want to find it before going to do the main objective. Ooh, I just remembered. I came across a video a while ago saying that you can, like, pretty much showing that you can marry one of the souls. In this game, my character is thus far unmarried, so that could be kind of neat. Yeah, if I just so happen to come across that soul, that would be cool. I don't even know if it's just the one or if it's like any soul or something, but either way, that's a neat idea. Yellow.
What day is it? What year? What era, even?
It is Fridos, the 13th of Sun's Dawn. I don't think it says what year it is, but... Come on, upsy daisy. Keep going.
Just step into the painting, he said. Yeah, sure. It's that simple.
Just step into the paint. What were you doing to get soul trapped? You step into the painted world. Oh, there's some husks over there I missed. What is this thing? Oh, it's that thing. Is there any way of getting rid of these things? I guess not.
Only those who have for long can find the light.
Good thing I got a ton of health. Like a metric fuck ton, to be exact. Well, I mean, compared to what most of my characters ever go up to, is I never fully commit to a character in this game before moving on to something else and then starting over when I come back. Like this character getting up to like, what is he, level 50 now? Level 53 is the highest level I think I've ever gotten in this game. And 100%, like, they would not be that high of a level if I was not playing this game on stream. Because I would not have committed to this playthrough for long enough to get that far. Which, I don't know, could be another sign of, like, me having ADHD, but I'm gonna wait until I can eventually get a diagnosis for that. Oh, hello. Well, I missed. Oh, Christ. I hate mages. I don't much care for archers, for that matter. Do you find it funny, like, despite me playing a stealth archer at the start of this playthrough, I remember for the longest time, when it came to video games, like specifically with NPCs, I had a seething hatred for archers. Because, like, it was never a problem of, like, PvP games or anything. And I know exactly where that hatred for archers stemmed from. Because, way back, like, God, like, almost 20 years ago at this point, because I'm old, me and my brother used to play, I don't remember if it was specifically one of the early Dynasty Warriors games, or if it was Devil Kings, but it was a PS2 game. One of those big, like, one of those big games with a big map, huge battle. And, we realized archers in those games suck. Because, at some point, like, when you're fighting really high-level enemy archers, and they're all grouped up, and they all have the ability to knock your character, to do knockbacks, it really created, like, just a horrible time for everyone. And so, we both, at that point, developed a seething hatred for archers, but it never turned into avoid at all cost. It always turned into destroy on... it developed into destroy on sight. But yeah, because, like, while Skyrim was a game that inevitably everyone at some point ends up playing a stealth archer, like, and that's how this playthrough started. That is only how the playthrough started, and, like, that's not what it's sticking as. Because I've always preferred playing melee fighters, and anytime there's a ranged opponent, whether it's spellcasting or it's archery, I think one of the highlights for me has always been just getting in close and obliterating whatever ranged enemy there is. Yoink, yoink, and yoink, 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 yoink. Good thing that effect doesn't linger or follow you too far. I know there was another one. There it is. Didn't mean to grab the iron arrows. So if there's one thing I'm not going to need moving forward, it's iron arrows. Like, how many arrows do I have, actually? A lot. I have... God, my inventory is like 90% arrows. Actually, if the arrows had weight, I probably wouldn't have so many. Nope. But oh, hi. How nice of you to join me. Okay. Nope. That was very dumb of you. Now that I think about it, I don't know if there's any game that incorporates it, but a game where the enemy will see a character this heavily armed and think, attacking that with my fists is a bad idea. Or like in Fallout 4, like especially Fallout 4, because like when you're wearing power armor, you are a hulking mass of destruction, and like the show, if you've watched it, gives you a pretty good idea of how canonically powerful the power armor can be. Like at least when characters are using their brains and going and using them properly. Anyway. Try to save the tangent I was about to go on for when I go back to playing Fallout. But yeah, it's like when you have a character in a setting like this and they're clearly very heavily armed and armored. They got a follower with them that's also very clearly not to be messed with. Like, it'd be really cool if like the devs would like include a feature where like hostile NPCs will take a look at you and then like, I don't know, calculate their chances of survival should they actually attack you, you know? Like, I think that would be cool, and I think it would also save a lot of headache with minor annoyances, like some bandit that wearing just all hide armor, using an iron longsword, is clearly low level and not gonna survive a single attack from you. Like, interrupting you just for you to one-shot them. Real quick, is Arvac actually marked? Or am I gonna have to just find that? Yeah, I think that's Valeria, that's... Yeah, so Arvac is unmarked. Cool.
This is no place for you.
I mean, you're technically not wrong. And then there's this dude, you're a traitor. What do you have? I got a little closer than I intended. Hello. Hold on, I'll come back to you. Okay. Alright, what's the matter with you?
Let's just say I sold something to a guy who turned out to work for a whole coven of necromancers.
Ooh.
How in the name of of Zenithar was I to know the ingredients were phony? Do I look like someone that would double-cross a necromancer?
Alright, so that's how you got here?
You got it. Horse, wagon, and all. Plopped here without so much as a word. I used to be one of the best traders in High Rock, you know. Now people would track me down just to see what I had for sale.
Got anything left?
Very funny. And what exactly are you going to pay me with? Take a look around. Gold doesn't exactly win you any friends around here.
Alright, there must be something you want.
I'll tell you what. I appreciate what you're trying to do, so I'll play along. The only thing I see around here in abundance are soul husks. You know, those ugly fungus-looking things growing out of the ground. Bring me, say, 25 of them, and you can rummage through what was left on my cart.
Alright, fair enough. What do you have?
Odds and ends I've gathered over the years. Well, used to gather, before all of this nonsense happened to me. Tell me what you're looking for, and maybe we can make a deal, if you have the husks.
Sword, battle axe, light armor, heavy armor, spell tome. There's probably a pretty good chance he's got a spell I already have. Can I quick save in conversation? No.
Oh sure, keep pestering me.
Yeah, shush. How many soul husks do I have anyway? Yeah, God, I have a lot of stuff. We're gonna... At least I think they were here. Oh no, wait, they might have been... Here they are. Alright, so I have 62.
This is all wrong.
I can get at least 2 items from him.
Some soul husks?
Alright, got anything to sell?
Of course I do. What do you want? Sure, here you go.
Alright, so...
Don't understand a word of it. Maybe it would...
Is it a book that I already know the spell from? There's spell time. Yep, that's what I thought. So,
use them.
not gonna do that. It's pretty much exactly what I was worried about, and it's the only reason I quick saved. Because this dude is just gambling.
Some soul husks? Or...
Alright,
Sure.
so...
What am I gonna do with it? I can't believe
Battle
you're
axe.
trading it for some dried up plants.
Holy light.
The sales.
Holy light sounds interesting. What the heck? Okay. We have that enchantment. Not that powerful of an enchantment, but I have that enchantment.
Ale.
Kind of the unfortunate thing about this point is
What, are you kidding me? Oh, wondrous blade.
steel sword.
Never mind. Just take the darn thing.
It's the annoying thing is like it's the only thing I can really use these on. Anyway. At least to my knowledge, that's the only thing I can use these on. But anyway, I'll talk to him later. Let's see. There it is. Oh, wait. Wrong. There we go. Okay, there's the other one. Something that's a little unfortunate about me choosing to stream Skyrim is like, I know that it would probably make more sense for growing my audience to stream like Oblivion, because the remaster just came out. I don't have money for the remaster. I'm in between jobs. And what money I do get, like, has to go towards feeding myself and such. but I do own the original game, and it would make sense to at least play that. But part of the reason I even started playing Skyrim, God, I'm getting tongue-tied. Part of the reason I even started playing Skyrim in the first place is because, like, just once I want to play this game start to finish and do a bunch of the stuff that, like, I haven't done in forever. Because I don't know if I have that. I do still get nostalgic about this game, despite the fact that I almost never play it, like, again, outside of the stream. But that's also partially because when I'm getting nostalgic about it, I'm getting nostalgic about late game content. Stuff that you have to play for several hours to get to. And with having that short attention span where I need, like, that instant gratification, like, I can't be bothered to do that most of the time. And I would say, like, the only exception to that would be with Fallout 4, just because that has just been my favorite game since I first played it. Which, like, granted, like, I do play with, like, a ton of mods installed. But that's also partially because, like, I think, like, that game is probably about as close to being, like, my, like, personal, like, the game that's, like, perfect for me. And it's, like, frustratingly close to it. So, like, every time I install a mod, I'm just thinking, like, oh, it's just a little bit closer to being, like, my perfect game. Whereas, like, with this game, like, I feel like this game was about as good as it was, like, ever going to get from the get-go, with only, like, just having, like, a bit more, like, variety in the enemies, or, like, having more, like, updated graphics, which is why, like, the mods for this game, like, I just have, like, a small handful of mods, like, at least, like, compared to, like, what I have installed in Fallout. Like, this game I only have, like, 37 mods installed for Skyrim, whereas, like, with Fallout, I have, like, got like 148 or something. Like, I even have mods to make it stable to have more mods. It's like, I'm realizing the more I talk about this, like, the more, like, what I'm saying probably makes less sense. Hello. I kind of forgot about you dudes. Hey, that's my weapon. I'm actually kind of curious what will happen if I run around and destroy all the keepers before talking to Valeria, because if I remember, I need to destroy all of them to lift the force field that she is locked behind. So that would be kind of interesting. If nothing else, I'm getting plenty of soul gems to grind out enchantment with. Also, a weird amount of small antlers. Hello.
What am I doing here? I don't belong in a place like this.
What are you doing here?
This is no place for you.
Apparently it's no place for you either, based on what you just said. Anyway. God, I'm kind of contemplating putting my smithing skill to legendary just so I can redistribute those skill points and be better at like other stuff. But at the same time, it's gonna bother me to not be able to like just refine everything I have to legendary and beyond. Yeah, I swear I can talk. Oh, nope. I mean, I didn't have to swing that hard anyway, but I was going for a charging attack. Oh, hey. Reaping. Is that Soul Trap? Sounds like a Soul Trap book. Absorbs stamina. Not what I would have expected a... It warned me not to go through that portal. What did I have to be scared of? I've been adventuring for years, and I'd never seen nothing that I couldn't wallop but this place. Okay, so you weren't supposed to be here either. That's what I got from that. Anyway, can I get up into this place? Oh, if I just go in, there's the door. Reaper's Lair. Okay, maybe I should read that letter a bit more closely. Notes. Ain't nothing living here, just dead things up and about when they should be in the ground. I can hear their bones scratching at the rocks and knocking together when they walk. If I get home, I'll hang up my sword and never go out again. Oof. Is that all there was to that? Okay. Well, he didn't get out of here, so... Sucks to be him, I guess. Super Shard Receptacle. You lack the required item. What exactly is the required item? Like, is there more to Your helmet's gone. Was I supposed to pick up your helmet? Is your helmet gone? Oh, here it is. Can I put the helmet in? I guess his helmet just launched off of him. Can I do... Nope, still lack the required item. Alright, well... guess I'll come back there.
Sorry.
That might actually end up being something I have to look up, because I think most of the stuff in the Soul Cairn is completely unmarked. Oh, Arvak. Arvak. Buddy. Hey. Hey. Hi. Yo. Are you leading me to your skull? Is your skull up here? Did I miss it? Did I not do a good? Is your tracking broken? Where are you going, buddy? I think you're trying to get to the other side of this. Is his skull somewhere over here? So I think he's just trying to get around this. And his tracking just happened to break. That's unfortunate. Arvak. Buddy. Oh, he's stuck. Maybe if I get up here... Maybe... something up this direction. Maybe if I give him some distance, he'll sort it out. Possibly, maybe. Yes. Oh, is that all that does? Oh, I see you. I feel like I shouldn't have hit that. Like, that feel... Wait, I did take a perk to increase my effective range, so maybe that's what happened there. No, come on, turn around. Stop charging forward. On the one hand, the attacking like that is really silly. On the other, it does cut certain combat encounters down significantly. Is Arvac still stuck? Aw, you poor boy. No. Yeah, he is very stuck. Maybe if I come up... Just... look around. Maybe I'll find what he was gonna try and lead me to. Cause yeah, I'd never seen him get stuck like that. Look. Get over here. Really? You started this fight, and then you're gonna turn tail and run the moment I start chasing you? Anyway... over here is something. Oh. Oh, Arvac's skull is over here. Alright, where's the other one? Can't... Oh, she already got one. Alright, the skull. That I knocked over on accident. Alright. And then here he is. Very conveniently.
Arvac! You saved him! His soul is free, I can feel it! He's such a loyal beast. Here, I'll teach you how to call him to you. He'll help you get around this wretched place. But I'm sure he'd be much happier someplace sunnier. Goodbye, hero. Take good care of Arvac for me. Such a good horse.
Yeah, will do. Just as soon as... Yep, there you go. And just like that, I never have to worry about paying for a horse ever again. Did I go into this one? I think I did. What's up? Hello? And something else is hitting me. Really? Ow. I moved right into that, too. Damn it. Huh. Wow, there. That is some distance that I am attracting quite a few enemies from. Wasn't expecting to draw them in from that kind of distance. I'll kill you if I have to, except you can't. Because I am stronger. Always the thing I find pretty funny about all of these. Like, the way they talk shit and just like, I'll kill you if I have to, like... You don't have to, for one. You chose to run up on me. And for two, you can't because I'm a much higher level. Alright, any more? Alright. Wasn't really anything up there. About over on this thing. Another one of Jib's pages. New another book. Worth the Mist Man. Nope. One and two. And it looks like possibly something here. This took me to a place. I think I know where it is. Do I kill you guys? Or do I just ignore you and continue on my way? Oh, yellow. Oh, shit. Oh, I didn't save either. Oh, I haven't saved since that quick save. I didn't realize he was taking out such big chunks of my health. Where was my last save? Damn it. Why am I walking? When did I become over encumbered? I'm not over encumbered. Why am I walking?
Look at the sky.
Okay.
What kind of place is this?
What the hell was with that? Well, now I gotta go and save Arvak again. There he is. Going the wrong way. Again. That's cool. I'm not going to bother with that this time. I don't really care about Black Soul Gems. Okay, where... Just over here, I think. Oh, hello. You're different. Really? Just a petty soul gem? Oh, and a corrupted soul. How about that? Get the... No. You piece of shit. Stop. I wouldn't hate the frost magic so much if it didn't slow you down. Because like the effects read like damage health and damage stamina. Nowhere in the effect does it mention that it forces you to walk. No, that's not what I meant. Because, like, on the one hand, like, it kind of makes sense, like, when your stamina is completely drained for your character to be forced to walk. But you don't even have to have your stamina completely drained. You just need to be affected by a frost spell.
You saved him. His soul is free. He's such a loyal beast. He'll help you get around this. Goodbye, hero. Take good care of Arvac for me.
Yeah, I will. Let me exit. Me quick save so I don't have to do that all over again and go back to what I was doing. Which honestly was just kind of wandering around like an idiot. Not sure what it is about this spot, but apparently the devs thought you needed to be attacked from every direction by... What the hell is going on there? By things way off in the distance. I feel like there should be a chest up here, and there's nothing. There's just the enemies. Oh, is that what that was? It was an enemy that wasn't actually spawning in for some reason. Okay. Oh, cat, your claws are sharp. Of all things you could do, stretching so that you can claw the shit out of me is not appreciated. My cat's been sitting on my lap this whole time. He decided to stretch and dig his sharp-ass claws into my arm. So, as soon as this stream is over, I'm clipping his nails. Did not mean to pick up that sword. Do not want that. Stage your heart. Don't need. We'll take. Okay. Oh, something's attacking. Ow, stop it. Get back here. You started this. Okay, so that's where this thing sent me. Because, yeah, I jumped into this without having any real idea of my surroundings. So when it sent me up here, really wasn't paying attention. Oh, come on, come down. Ugh, he almost did it again. Stop trying to claw me, cat. Seriously, every 5 seconds with you, you're trying to put your claws back in my arm. I don't want them there. Chest or anything, just the keeper. That's cool. Also, good God, cat, your breath stinks. Thing up here. There's a person.
There's no escape.
Person says nothing of consequence. Anything over here? There's a chest. And another page.
Where'd you come from?
And a mist man. Is that you that damaged me?
Let's keep moving.
Why would you do that? Or was it this? Like, did she make the silver fly at me or something? Christ, you almost killed me with that. Get your claw out of my shirt. I don't appreciate it being in my shirt any more than my arm.
Wrong.
It's one of my favorite shirts, and I would appreciate it if you didn't ruin it. I probably should just stop and heal. But the fact that your character regenerates health by default in this game kind of just keeps making me think I shouldn't bother. And that's... No, wait.
Good stories.
Wait. There we go.
Never thought I'd see it myself. So far, it's not what I imagined.
I see a ghost. Hello.
What a horrible place.
Just gonna steal your... I was gonna say life's work, but You're not really alive here, are you? So... Oh, hello.
Who's there?
Goodbye. Don't want. Do want. How much do these things weigh? Does this occur to me? Okay, so I got like 9 pounds worth of these. Roughly. Have I been in this? I don't know if I have. I don't think I have. I probably have a better idea of where I was if I went straight for the objective instead of wandering around the way I have been. So, if I'm lost, I know... Okay. Guess I shouldn't even have bothered attacking. Anyway... How do I get up there? Do I... Nope. Where's the way up? Is this the way up? This is the way up. Except... Where's... these? There we go. Any more? There's what looks like unsuspecting enemies. Sort of unsuspecting enemies. See if I can get you before you get up here. What about you? Nice. Where's the other one? There it is. Look, a chest. With a sack. Soul husk. Not as much going on with this structure as I thought there might be. Are you? Jib.
What do you want?
Hi, Jib.
How does anyone expect me to write my opus with all of these rude interruptions? What do I mean, indeed? If I hadn't lost all of the pages, I wouldn't be in this predicament, and we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Alright, let's start from the beginning.
I suppose a moment or two of my time couldn't hurt. I am Chib. Some call me Saint Chib. Others call me...
Here, I'm gonna do something real quick. I'm not sure. Turn that up and turn that slightly down.
Eradicator.
No, wait.
Perhaps you've heard of me. How does any...
Alright, get back to where we were.
Lost all of the... Well, I suppose... I am Chib. Some call me Saint Chib. Others call me Chib the Eradicator. Perhaps you've heard of me?
Nope, never heard of you.
I can't say that I'm surprised by your answer. Until I get my second volume published, no one will ever know of my achievements.
You're talking about a book.
A book? I'd hardly call a 26-volume epic simply a book. Surely you've heard of the rise and fall of St. Jim the Eradicator, hero of Morrowind and savior of the Dharma.
Maybe a shorter title is in order.
Maybe you should leave the writing to an expert. Stop making foolish suggestions.
How is your work going so far?
Terrible. Simply terrible. I was in the midst of writing the second volume, and they just threw me into this prison. It's unfair.
Alright. Who threw you in here? Who threw you in here? Prison? You mean the Soul Cairn?
So what? What in the name of Vivek are you talking about? All I remember is that damned Ramon and his minions bursting into my home and sending me to their prison.
A Dremora captured you?
Well, I assume so. It cast a spell at me from some kind of strange black crystal. Next thing I knew, I arrived here.
Your soul was trapped.
My what? Wait. That means
You're dead.
no. All these wasted months? Or has it been years? I don't even remember how much time has passed. No, my work will never see the light of day. My name will be forgotten.
Could I help?
Perhaps. Do you have a way out of here?
I do, but you can't leave that way.
Maybe I can't leave, but my writings can. In order to write the second volume of my opus, I need the notes from my first volume. Otherwise, I need to do all of this from memory.
How many pages did you lose?
When I was tossed in here, I felt myself falling, and I dropped the pages I'd been holding. There were 10 of them in all. Find them for me, please. I beg you.
Alright. It's gonna leave.
My first volume may complete. Don't give up.
I assume he took the pages that I just had. There's few empty spaces. Hello? Anyway. Well, I found Jib. So that's cool. So, over here, what do we have? A lot of nothing. I know that's the way I'm supposed to go. I'm trying to fill out as much of this map as I can. Okay. Cool. Love getting jumped. Especially by bone men that are not the least bit threatening. Are you still shooting at me? Oh.
day for you.
Dumb asses. I think at some point I'd realize it's kind of a bad idea to attack someone. Especially someone so heavily armed. I already went on this tangent, so I'm gonna stop myself there.
Oh no, you don't.
Come on, up. Where is the way up? There's the way up. Had to go around to find the way up. God, why are some of you so strong and the rest of you take one normal hit? Oh, hello. You're different.
I'm not gonna die like this.
Alright. Oh, there's another thing to shoot. Yep, it's right there. It's also visible from where I just was. And of course I missed.
Stay back. This won't end well for you.
You know, I think it might be resistant to frost if you're casting that powerful of a spell and it's not doing a whole lot.
That'll teach you.
Is there another... Oh, I don't think so. I think the music started up for no real reason. There's not even anything up here. What was the point? Alright, well, I have that dwarven sword I picked up, which don't need. I mean, to be fair, I guess I don't need a lot of the stuff I find in here, so... Really, I just need to learn to stop picking stuff up. Like, most of the soul gems I'm carrying, I'm never gonna use. What's over here? Hip look? I think I got bone men. No, I don't. How about that? Come on. Starting to wonder if that's like one of the only spells she knows.
What have you got? That'll teach you.
Like if Serana literally only knows frost magic.
You're not getting the rest of me.
Well, I suppose frost magic and conjuration magic on top of it. Hey. Where is everything coming from? Okay, anything in here? Soul husks. More soul husks. And another one.
Done and done.
Make that thing fly a bit. know the keeper.
Where'd you come
I win. What you got? Bone Mace, Grand Soul Gem. Oh, hello. There was a lot going on there. Anything up top? Would like if there was something up top. It would make exploring a little more worth it. As it is, I'm kinda... It does actually genuinely bother me when I go to look in a place that's hard to get to, or whatever, and there's nothing there. Here's something. And that was not worth it. I'm not going to bother with that, because it just gives me a black soul gem, which I don't really care about. Here, though, there's a closed gate. I want to go through that. If only just because. So is there anything in here? This is just another way in. And over here... I guess it was just another way out. Oh, but there's that thing there. Cool. Gimme. Daedra, Grand Soul, Luna Moth Wing, Reaper Gem Fragment, Zivili? Well, I can hold it, so whatever, I'll take it. Zivili Sorcerer? It's the first time I've seen that kind of a thing able to cast from something like that. Of course, I'm an amateur that's been playing this game for decades, so... What do I know? Actually, an amateur that's been playing for decades kind of describes my air quotes expertise with a lot of stuff. Where'd this put me? Put me in a spot. Patronage, septums, a knapsack with the book of some kind, a gold necklace, potato, minor healing, ultimate healing, coin purse. Oh, hello. Didn't even notice you. Ultimate healing, plentiful healing, warm thrall, don't care about that. And get a greater soul gem. Well, at least it was a easy-ish way to get down, if not an ideal way to get down. Another one of those, which I will at least get up. No, wait, I was up there. Never mind. So yeah, I'm gonna keep going the way I was going. Curious about that staff, though. Caster takes 50 points of fire damage. Huh. Well, that strikes me as a staff that's only really worth it to use if you're tanky. Which, I do be kind of tanky. Come on, go down, go down. Hit the fucking... There we go. Thing dipped into melee range for like half a second before dipping back out. Where'd this put me? So? Just suddenly hear die, and then there's a frost storm flying towards me. It's probably not a good thing that at this point when I see frost storm being cast and going in my direction that I just assume it's Serana.
Here we go. Done and done.
Oh, yeah, I figured I was approaching that point. $135 of them. Still over encumbered. Just gonna drop that. And those, because why do I even have that? This is a dead end. This is... Okay. Anything else around other than giant crystal? Giant health sapping crystal? Soul essence gem. It's different. Anything else around? No? Okay. Continuing this way, I guess. Come on, go up. Oh. That's weird. There we go. Okay, so I haven't been here yet. I do not have it. Here is this.
Good. I guess.
Because regardless of whether or not it's the intended way to get in, it's still the way I'm going to use to get in. Oh, you're a tough one. Alright, your turn. Okay. There's the intended way to get in. I'm gonna stop picking stuff up for a bit. I am hurting for inventory space. I keep picking up soul gems. Keep picking up the soul husks. I do not have room to spare in my inventory. There's another one of you. Is there at least a chest up there with you? There is a chest. I'm gonna... Major heart. Don't need it. I have it. When it comes to enchanted items, I only really care about the enchantment, and I don't... I wish there was like a checklist in-game, like an in-game checklist for enchantments to be learned. I might just have to like pull up the wiki at some point and just run down the list of enchantments that I do and don't have. What's up, dude? Where? Hold up, what? Oh, there you are.
No escape.
Bethesda NPCs are... They got some really comedic timing with their shit talking. Because, calling out, like, there is no escape, like, half a second before an axe splits your skull will never not strike me as funny. And at this point, I think it's intentional. Because I'm pretty sure that's been, like, every one of their games. Like, I can't really speak for Elder Scrolls 1 and 2, because I own them, but I have not really dived into them. Which is mostly to do with the fact that they have... I think Elder Scrolls 1 and 2 have aged poorer than Fallout 1 and 2. Because I played Fallout 1 and I actually got a decent way into that game. But I tried playing the Elder Scrolls 1, and like the moment I got out of the starting area and the game actually opened up, I think that was the point at which the game really started to show its age, and I just had to nope out of that. Like, I got more enjoyment out of Elder Scrolls 1 when it came to watching Peanut Butter Gamer's old video on it than actually playing the game. And like, I think Fallout 1 being turn-based, like, at least makes the game easier to get into. You... Okay, you are hostile. You were just taking a moment. No. You don't get to do that. So I do know that there is at least one more keeper out in the world. I think. I also know I haven't found all of Jib's pages. Which granted might be because, like, some of them are actually out in, like, random spots throughout the world. Like, not completely random. Like, I know they're in, specific set-in-stone spots. But it's spots where I'd probably have to look up a walkthrough to find the exact location of. Something... Oh, something is over here. Something is trying to kill me. So actually turn and go this way for a bit. Oh, get over here. Get over here. There we go. So I haven't been here. Is this just a random soul? Do they just get offed in the background while I'm not looking? Well, here's one clear... Pick it up. Here's one clear indicator that I haven't been over this way. You a corrupted soul? Are you a hostile soul? You gonna attack me the moment you notice I'm here?
I must return to the frontline Alessian headquarters at once. Lives are hanging in the balance.
Somehow I don't think you're making it back there. Was I in? No, I wasn't in this place. Seriously, are you attacking me with that somehow? Okay. Whip that. And hit that. Probably need to hit this one as well. And you just disappeared, because I guess I saved you from that. Stage your heart, take the full Grand Soul Gem. Tarana, you're kind of a dunce. Oop. Okay, that didn't hurt. I was expecting it to hurt. And you say anything?
Death is but a door, time is but a window.
Okay, very, very profound. I already talked to you. Yeah, I know I've got plenty of this stuff, but probably don't need to grab any more of it. I'm trying to be a bit thorough for this, with this, for the sake of finding all of Jib's pages, which that might just turn into the entire rest of the stream is just looking for Jib's pages.
Look at the sky. What kind of place is it?
Yeah, that's weird. I was over here, passed through this, I grabbed all of these, and somehow it didn't count that as clearing this little spot on the map. Pretty sure I was up there. Oh, here's something. No, wait, I think I've been here. Yeah, this was where I've met the first keeper that I killed. So just some lesser enemies respawned.
Where'd you come from?
Come on. There we go. And a person. Do you speak?
That sky. It feels like I'm being watched. Can't stand it anymore. Is there no end to this nightmare?
Hmm. You know, if so much of the distance didn't look exactly the same, I'd probably have an easier time trying to find Jib's pages. Ooh. Also, that looks like a unique shield. Oh, come here. There we go. Oh no, it's just a glass shield. Anyway. Page. You're burning, common soul gem, common soul gem. And just a normal glass shield. Alright, well I found another page, so that makes me happy. My attempt to be somewhat thorough is kind of paying off. I can't set markers. Well, it's just over here. So I found a fragment of something, and I want to see if I can take it here and do anything with it. Okay, so I need to find the rest of those.
Oh.
Alright, so try going just straight forward, I guess. Alright, that's the man himself, which... let's say there's a page somewhere nearby here. In the bushes or something.
That's over half of the pages found. Keep it up. At this rate, my first volume will be complete. Don't give up.
Alright, let's go this way. And that's the edge of the map. I think I was up here already. Apparently not. Well, I might have come up here and then died. That's probably what it was. Yeah. Definitely came up and then got my shit wrecked. Not by these guys, but by that one keeper, if I remember. That leads, actually, up to said keeper. Probably been up here. Yeah. And I know I've been up here. Did I not go up here then? Because this whole section of map is showing as unmarked. But there's these here, which would have been left by me. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Yeah, that's weird. Meat.
Let's keep moving.
Over there's that trio of orc souls, which I'm not really interested in talking to at the moment. Over here's where I found Arvak. Yeah, I might just have to move forward with the objective. Because Jib's pages are so incredibly difficult to find if you don't already know where they are. At least for me, as I'm an idiot and I can't be bothered to look properly. Especially not in Skyrim, because Skyrim is a game where I'm so used to having a marker, like something to point out exactly where my objective is, that the second it's taken away, like, I think I'm just kind of completely lost. So, anyway... There we go. What's up?
Mother,
Maker, it can't be. Serana?
is it really you? I can't believe it.
Serana, what are you doing here? Where's your father?
He doesn't know we're here. I don't have time to explain.
I must have failed. Harkon's found a way to decipher the prophecy, hasn't he?
No, you've got it all wrong. We're here to stop him, to make everything right.
Wait a minute. You've brought a stranger here? Have you lost your mind?
No, you don't.
You, come forward. I would speak with you. So how has it come to pass that a vampire hunter is in the company of my daughter? It pains me to think you'd travel with Serana under the guise of her protector in an effort to hunt me down.
This is no ruse. I want to keep her safe. I've saved her from your foolish plan. I'm just here for the Elder Scroll. Saved her from your foolish plan. Just here for the Elder Scroll. I really wish there was just an option of, like, she doesn't need a protector.
Coming from one who murders vampires as a trade, I find it hard to believe your intentions are noble. Serana has sacrificed everything to prevent Harkon from completing the prophecy. I would have expected her to explain that to you.
That's why I'm here, for the Elder Scroll.
You think I'd have the audacity to place my own daughter in that tomb for the protection of her Elder Scroll alone? The scrolls are merely a means to an end. The key to the tyranny of the sun is Serana herself.
What do you mean?
When I fled Castle Volkahar, I fled with 2 Elder Scrolls. The scroll I presume you found with Serana speaks of Ariel and his arcane weapon, Ariel's bow. The second scroll declares that the blood of Cold Harbor's daughter will blind the eye of the dragon.
How does Serana fit in?
Like myself, Serana was a human once. We were devout followers of Lord Molig Bal. Tradition dictates the females be offered to Molig Bal on his summoning day. Few survive the ordeal. Those that do emerge as a pure-blooded vampire. We call such confluences the Daughters of Cold Harbor.
Serana underwent this ritual willingly?
It was expected of her, just as it was expected of me. Being selected as an offering to Molig Bal is an honor. She wouldn't have dared turn her back on that.
Alright. The tyranny of the sun requires Serana's blood.
Now you're beginning to see why I wanted to protect Serana, and why I've kept the other Elder Scroll as far from her as possible.
You saying Harkon means to kill her?
If Harkon obtained Ariel's bow, and Serana's blood was used to taint the weapon, the tyranny of the sun would be complete. In his eyes, she'd be dying for the good of all vampires.
I would never allow that to happen.
And how exactly do you plan on stopping him?
I need your help.
Have you been listening to me? Like Serana, I'm a pure-blooded vampire. My presence on Tamriel is as much of a danger as hers.
And Serana's opinion of this?
You care nothing for Serana, or our plight. Whether or not you've become one of us in order to survive the Soul Cairn, you're still a vampire hunter at heart. You're here
I didn't
because
become
we're
one of you.
abominations in your mind. Evil creatures that need to be destroyed.
No, I'm here because you've been popping up all over Skyrim, wreaking havoc. Serana believes in me. Why won't you? Just here for these. Serana believes in me.
Serana, this stranger aligns himself with those that would hunt you down and slay you like an animal. Yet I should entrust you to him.
This stranger has done more for me in the brief time I've known him than you've done in centuries.
How dare you? I gave up everything I cared about to protect you from that fanatic you call a father.
Yes, he's a fanatic. He's changed. But he's still my father. Why can't you understand how that makes me feel?
Oh, Serana, if you'd only open your eyes. The moment your father discovers your role in the prophecy, that he needs your blood, you'll be in terrible danger.
So to protect me, you decided to shut me away from everything I cared about. You never asked me if hiding me in that tomb was the best course of action. You just expected me to follow you blindly. Both of you were obsessed with your own paths. Your motivations might have been different, but in the end, I'm still just a pawn to you two. I want us to be a family again. But I don't know if we can ever have that. Maybe we don't deserve that kind of happiness. Maybe it isn't for us. But we have to stop him, before he goes too far. And to do that, we need the Elder Scroll.
I'm sorry, Serana. I didn't know. I didn't see. I've allowed my hatred of your father to estrange us for too long. Forgive me. If you want the Elder Scroll, it's yours. Your intentions are still somewhat unclear to me, but for Serana's sake, I'll assist you in any way that I can.
Not that you really have much of a choice. You're not protected behind a force field. It's like, I'm pretty sure I could have, if I wanted to, just ran past her.
Yes. I've kept it safely secured here ever since I was imprisoned. Fortunately, you seem to have already killed the keepers maintaining the barrier around these ruins.
That mean you can take us to it now?
Yes. Please, follow me. One more word of warning. There's a dragon that calls itself Durnevere roaming the cairn. The Ideal Masters have charged him with overseeing the Keepers, and will undoubtedly investigate the fact that the barrier has fallen.
Actually, I'm going to use it as an opportunity to try out this thing.
I'm glad you're here. I don't think I could be doing this alone. Wait, I hear something.
It's Durnevere. He's here.
Where'd you...
Defend yourself.
And re-equip this. I don't have any real good ranged attacks. Because admittedly, being a spellcaster would be much better for this kind of fight. There he is. And he's still up high, where I can't really do much. There we go. And I can't loot him because, reasons. Right, so you're what I summoned. Okay. Also, I should do that so I can actually find where she went.
Forgive my astonishment, but I never thought I'd witness the death of that dragon.
Oh,
Alright, what makes you say that?
Volumes written on Durnevere allege that he can't be slain by normal means. It appears they were mistaken. Unless
Go on.
the soul of a dragon is as resilient as its owner's scaling. It's possible that your killing blow has merely displaced Durnevere's physical form while he reconstitutes himself.
How long will that take?
Minutes, hours, years. I can't even begin to guess. I suggest we don't wait around to find out. Now, let's get you the Elder Scroll and you can be on your way. What did you want? What did you want?
Anyway, scroll.
that's it. That's the last scroll.
Bone meal, glow dust, void salt, meal, potion, salt,
I can't believe
vampire dust, frost salts, fire salts, death bell. Just wanted the teeth that are right there. Can I not? Are these just for show? But
I'm glad you're here.
anyway, I actually want the. Didn't want. I'm just gonna put that on so that I have less stuff. Actually, quick. All things. It's amazing I haven't made this dude eat a chicken egg. Alright. With that done...
You're here. I don't think I could be doing this alone. I can't believe we found my mother. Alive. Well, you know what I mean. I'm glad you're here. I don't think I could be doing this alone. You're here. I don't think I could be
She just gonna
doing this
keep
alone.
repeating that?
I can't believe we found my mother.
Yep, she's just gonna repeat the same few lines. That's cool. Not gonna mix too many things with the Daedra hearts because I kind of need these for Daedric weapons. And I want to make those before setting my smith skill to legendary. Maybe when I set my smithing to legendary, I'll dump the points into alchemy.
I can't believe we found my mother alive. Well, you know what I mean.
Yep, she's totally just repeating those. God, and I thought the pawns from Dragon's Dogma were annoying.
I think I could be doing this alone. I'm glad you're here. I don't think I could be doing this.
Serana, please.
I can't believe we found my mother alive.
Serana,
You know,
stop. Just want to get through this experimentation.
I can't believe we found my mother alive. Well, you know.
Yes, Serana, I know what you mean. You keep repeating it. I can't not know what you mean.
I'm glad you're here. I don't think I could be
Serana!
doing this alone. I can't believe we found my mother alive. Well, you know.
Okay, I'll finish this later. That's driving me crazy. Jesus Christ.
Now that you've retrieved the Elder Scroll, you should...
Yep, just...
If I return to Tamriel, that increases Harkon's likelihood of bringing the tyranny of the sun to fruition.
Alright, we'll return for you when we can.
I appreciate your concern for me, but Serana is all that I care about. Remember that Harkon is not to be, and promise me
Okay.
you will keep my daughter safe. She's the only thing of value I have left.
Alright. And to get the hell out of here. Hey, buddy.
Stay your weapons. I would speak with you, Quinarin.
Thought you were dead.
Cursed, not dead. Doomed to exist in this form for eternity. Trapped between Laas and Enoch. Between life and death.
That sucks. Alright. Why are we speaking? Didn't you try to kill me? I have more pressing matters at the moment. Why are we speaking?
I believe in civility among seasoned warriors, and I find your ear worthy of my words. My claws have rended the flesh of innumerable foes, but I have never once been felled on the field of battle. I therefore honor name you Quinarin, or Vanquisher in your tongue.
Aren't you equally worthy? That's a lie because I killed him pretty quick.
Great honor. My desire to speak with you was born from the result of our battle, Quinarin. I merely wish to respectfully ask a favor of you.
What kind of favor?
For countless years I've roamed the Soul Cairn in unintended service to the Ideal Masters. Before this, I roamed the skies above Tamriel. I desire to return there.
What's stopping you?
I fear that my time here has taken its toll upon me. I share a bond with this dreaded place. If I ventured far from the Soul Cairn, my strength would begin to wane until I was no more.
How could I help?
I will place my name with you and grant you the right to call my name from Tamriel. Do me this simple honor, and I will fight at your side as your Graze Mazen, your ally, and teach you my Thum.
Just call your name in Tamriel, that's it?
Trivial in your mind, perhaps. For me, it would mean a great deal. I don't require an answer, Quinarin. Simply speak my name to the heavens when you feel the time is right.
Alright. Just leave that there, because I do want to just continue on with this. Do I happen to have any Dragon Souls to use? I happen to have a singular soul. Alright. So, where am I going from here? Just return to Tamriel. Okay. Now I have to find at least another 2 dragons so I can actually unlock the ability to use his shout and summon him in Tamriel. Which I suppose I could go back to doing quests for the Greybeards to hunt down Words of Power. They tend to send me where the dragons are. Also, hi, Salad. Oh, there you are. Okay.
Oh, what is it?
Right, guess you don't have anything more to add, or say yet? Onto the balcony.
Let's get indoors. Or in a cave. Anywhere, just out of this.
I don't know why I kind of expect there to be anything out here except just a quick way outside. Way. And quest markers. Way. Way over here. Again, dude, you're supposed to be dead. Not supposed to be here at all. Hey, Dex. Brought the Elder Scroll.
I'm sorry, my friend. I can no longer be of use in this matter.
Why? What happened?
It's my fault. In my haste to read the first scroll, I neglected the careful preparation required. I thought I'd be able to allay the after effects, but I was wrong. Now I am paying for it.
That covering on your eyes. Are you...
Blind? Yes, I'm afraid so.
Can anything be done to help you?
No, it will have to run its course. And there's always the chance I may never recover.
Then we're finished.
No, there is another way. The question is, how much are you willing to risk to find Oriel's bow?
Yeah, I said this in a previous stream. In the main quest, which I have already done, when we're trying to defeat Alduin, my character opened up a skull, a scroll. God, I can talk. A scroll, and presumably read it, and was shown how Alduin was, air quotes, defeated in the past. So, like, the fact that, like, this whole subplot thing here with his blindness is happening, like, feels kind of weird and out of place. Because, like, my dude reads a scroll and is just fine. Miscellaneous side character reads a scroll and he loses his eyesight. But, like, it's made out like this guy can't read it, so that's it. Like, as if my dude hasn't already read one and been perfectly fine. Alright, so now I gotta
I'm sorry, my friend.
go and
It,
go through this whole thing. I spent so long just
blind?
yapping that...
No. It will have to run its own. No,
Alright,
there is
finished.
another way.
What do I need to do?
I can't guarantee you'd be free from harm. Becoming blind could be the least of your worries.
Don't worry about that, just tell me.
Scattered across Tamriel are secluded locations known only as Ancestor Glades. There's one in Skyrim in the Pine Forest. Performing the ritual of the Ancestor Moth within the glade should provide the answers you seek.
Explain this ritual.
It involves carefully removing the bark from a canticle tree, which will in turn attract ancestor moths to you. Once enough of the moths are following, they'll provide you with the second sight needed to decipher the scrolls.
Carefully gather the bark. How?
In keeping with tradition, you must use a specific tool in the Ancestor Glade, an implement known as a draw knife. Every moth priest is taught this ritual, but few ever get the chance to perform it. You should consider yourself fortunate if it works for you.
Do I need to read the scrolls in any particular order?
From what I saw in the vision, the Elder Scroll which foreshadows the defiance of the gods with the blood of mortals is the key to the prophecy.
Alright, has a moth related to the Elder Scrolls? What went wrong? The normal for a moth priest to go blind. What do moth priests... Okay, so I already got the objective, so I'm just gonna move on.
I hope you find the answers you seek.
Right, and pretty sure it's somewhere over here, I think. I can... Nope, here it is. And unless... There it is. Near Falkreath. I think so far is, like, my objective for this game, because it doesn't really end, and I've already finished the main quest. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish the DLC, and then, do the Civil War, and then hunt down all the Daedric artifacts, and then I think I might call it good for, like, this playthrough series, I guess. Like, unless there ends up being, like, a demand to just see me just running around Skyrim doing the infinite quest generators. Ooh, crap. Go. Thought I wasn't gonna get that for a moment. Go down. Well, glad I've at least got enough magic resistance to stand up to that attack. What does this do? That feels new. But anything? No? Anyway. Yeah, so I'm starting to get a little tired of Skyrim, to be honest. And, like, I'm definitely going to keep this character for like, future streaming, probably. But, like, I'm coming up on being done with all of the stuff that I actually care about doing in the game. There is also the Dark Brotherhood. I could go and do that quest line. But, like, the Thieves Guild, for instance, I never really cared for, but that's mostly because I don't like Brynjolf. Oh, hello.
You have something to say. Well, save your breath. The way I see it, you don't have much more of them left.
Careful who you threaten. You're the one who's down to her last breaths. Savor it. Savor it before I kill you. She just wanted to talk.
Talk is for cowards whose blades say nothing.
And yet your blade is mute while your mouth never stops moving.
So you wish to hear the song of my blades, then? You better listen carefully, as you ever make it past the first verse.
Wish to know your name.
A son of Cloud Ruler Temple named me the Desert Fang. The Thalmor know me as Death's Courier. To you, I am simply Savashni, the Khajiit who spared your life.
Tell me about your armor and sword. If you're looking for a fight, Skyrim's as good a place as any. Where do you hail? I'm from Brash One. Tell me about your armor and sword.
Akaviri, forged in a dragonland, did a sword and armor of the blades, sworn to the service of the true emperor. But know this, my sword serves no one. You could be Tiber Septim reborn, and I'll still send you back to the Divines with your head in your arms.
I've heard the Blades do not recruit those who will not serve. If you're a Blade, you ought to seek revenge, not hide like a coward. Hardly call this hiding for a Blade. You seem rather young for a Blade. Do you by chance know Delphine?
And do you by chance know Abasi, Tizikar, or Adanja? Or should I throw more names into the wind to illustrate how daft you are? I don't know this Delphine. I don't know why you would bring up her name, other than to convince me you are a fool. You need not convince me of such. But this Delphine, if she is half the fool you are, won't appreciate how carelessly you toss around her name.
You may not be a Blade, but I doubt you're just some scavenger.
True. The one I killed to gain this armor was indeed a Blade, a master of the dual sword technique, and my mentor. He was a man of 40 years, and I no older than a dozen. When I first bested him in single combat, yet he was still my better, and our bodies would never be at an age where I could prove otherwise. At 16, my mentor had exhausted his use to me in terms of body. I would have granted him death right then, if not for the secrets his mind guarded.
What secrets?
The Way of the Nine. Stances and techniques derived from the teachings of the Divines. That was his legacy, and his gift to me, his only pupil. But only when I was ready. A phrase thrown around by masters of all disciplines who wish to teach their pupils the value of patience. What I wasn't ready for, and never would be, was religious nonsense with which he dressed the art of the kill. Now as I enter my prime, I search for the lesson that escaped into the void when we last crossed our blades.
So you killed the one person who could teach you. Smart. Without the blessings of the Divines, we are but beasts, slaves to emotion. What's so special about this technique? So you killed the one person who could teach you. Smart.
Fool, your words display the emptiness of your mind. It was my mentor himself who stated the stance of Arche was one passed on through death. Yet it's possible, as Arche governs life and death, that it was a test of one's scruples, and in killing him, the technique is lost to eternity. Yet if I hadn't struck the killing blow, then I myself would be lost to the void, And that's a trade only imbeciles like you would find worthy.
Alright, so if you're looking for as good a place as anyone.
What you consider a fight, or even a war, is nothing more than a brawl between drunken louts over spilled drink. A great swordsman's talents are wasted if one can't even trust it. Like your
Alright,
friend,
this person's starting to annoy me.
range from the utterly pointless to the completely meaningless.
The valorous Nords who fill the hall of Sovngarde would beg to differ. That would make more sense to say if I was a Nord. Only the weak fear chaos. I guess that solves the mystery of you. You're right. One-on-one combat is the true test of one's mettle. Only the weak fear chaos.
Your ears fail you, deaf one. I don't fear chaos, nor death. I despise it. Only a fool acquires a taste for fish and proceeds to hunt for bears.
If you loathe this land and its people, then I suggest you leave.
Again, your narrow mind fails you. One can loathe more than one thing, and more than one people. If I were an archer standing before a Nord and a Thalmor, and had but 2 arrows, I'd tell you, I'd shoot the Thalmor twice. Their presence is thin here, and their embassy. From this perch I can track and kill their justicars by the threes, as the Thalmor are too much of cowards to face me alone.
They say Falkreath is a dangerous place to hunt. Yeah, no, I think I'm done talking to this person.
Be gone, then.
Because really, they're just striking me as incredibly pretentious. Come on. Are they killable?
I hope we reach Ancestor Glades. Die!
No. Which tells me they're recruitable. Actually, wait. I want to see if they're still hostile when they get up.
Where'd you come from?
Hello.
What have you got?
You can go away.
Must be gone now.
Speak. Be gone, then.
Yeah, so it's probably part of a mod or the anniversary edition. I don't like that character. Like, that was possibly the most pretentious conversation I'd had with an NPC in a game in a while.
Where'd you come from?
Tell you what, you start running, or I can stab you.
This won't end well for you. That'll teach you.
On the one hand, I feel bad for having to kill bear cubs. On the other, if I don't kill them, they're just not gonna go away. There's the mama bear. Or, sorry, the huge cave bear.
You're not getting the best of me.
kind of backpack am I using? Because I know I'm using one. Right? Same kind of backpack. Forgot that's actually how I'm carrying so much stuff. I think I might have taken a wrong turn at some point. Oh no, wait, this is still the right way. The trail's here. I was just being dumb. I really need a comfier chair. Is this still... This is steep as hell. That does not feel quite right.
This must be the... Oh.
I... Right in my face, Serana.
Not very impressive, is it? If this ends up being a wasted trip, your friend Dexy and I are gonna have some words when we get back. Wow. Look at this place. No one's been here in centuries. I doubt there's any other place like it in Skyrim. It's beautiful. Right behind you.
Have you seen anything like this?
It's not like anything else in Skyrim, I can tell you that much. From now or before. There's probably groves like this all over Tamriel. Most people just don't even know what to look for.
Does it bother you that we're working against your father?
I can't say it surprises me. I kind of figured we were heading for this someday. I just didn't know when.
Will it be hard for you to have to kill him?
If. I've been assuming that's where all this is going. I've been trying to make my peace with it. Come on, we can talk about this another time.
Right.
I'm ready if you are.
Yoink. I didn't hear what she said. She was way too far away.
Hope the moths like that bark as much as Dexian said they would.
Oh, I can just catch them. Huh.
Look at them. They've definitely taken a liking to you. And unless I'm seeing things, you're starting to glimmer.
Right. Okay, it's not marked, so I just gotta find them. And one more.
Whoa. I think that might have been what we were waiting for. Let's head back up there and see if we can read the scrolls.
What might have been what we were waiting for? Like, visually, nothing's changed. I just got a bunch of mods around me.
Yes?
Remember you having...
The effect around you looks an awful lot like that huge column of light shining on the dais. Let's check that out.
Maybe I should have tried talking to her before getting them all, but I remember her having a bit of dialogue about the mods. I'm almost tempted to load a save, but I don't want to have to go and do this whole thing again. I mean, granted, like, it only took like a minute, but still. Where? Just gonna take your time walking up here, huh? Just gonna center myself as much as possible, because why not?
Yes?
So, I just read the scrolls then? Okay. Just like that, the mods are gone.
Are you okay? Almost thought I lost you there. You went as white as the snow.
That felt strange.
I could see it in your eyes. You looked about 1,000 leagues away. What about Ariel's bow? Do you know where we can find it?
It's in a place called Darkfall Cave.
Then it's almost over. We can finally put an end to this ridiculous prophecy. Where is this Darkfall Cave?
The scroll gave me its exact location, which I will not relay to you.
Then let's get going. I want to get there before my father has a chance to track us down. I'm ready when you are.
Right. Thought it was going to leave the conversation by itself. Alright, hold up. You first. Okay, first off, one of those. And if I can actually hit you instead of the corpses under me, that would be great. Pick. Anything good? 100 gold. Not that I'm really hurting for gold at all. Wait, am I already back up at 100,000? Didn't I spend that on something? Unless it was a quick save and I got it all back immediately. Unless I went and did something else and somehow just earned all the money back already. I could have swore I spent a bunch of that gold. On that note, because I do have smelting and smithing to do. Right, so I assume I'm still missing ingredients to this because I keep using stuff up. I may as well just turn the developed statues into ingots. Well, I can recycle, I guess. I'll hold off on that until I at least have some more ebony. Where do I keep picking this stuff up? This stuff is completely useless. Why did I grab it? Forgot I had this. Weird that that's in the miscellaneous section, because I feel like it should be in the potions given what it does. So I'm just gonna store all of these in here because here is where they'll actually get used. It does cut down on my weight a little bit. God, I had that. I need more mannequins. Is there anything I could put there? Any unique weapons? Still have no idea what this goes to. Wait, did I still have the silver ingots in my inventory? I should go turn those into rings, actually. And think about that before leaving. So I'll just grab a few those. Wait. Do I still have an amethyst in my inventory? Did I not store that? Oops. Right. Now I'm getting turned around. It moved me a little bit. Also, I forgot there's a chest over here. What did I put in this one? A Daedric bow. Actually, I'll use my one ebony to refine that. Slightly stronger is still stronger. How do I unfavorite? Favorite. And then, oh, my game crashed. Lovely. Oh, one moment. As soon as, that's always fun. I don't know, maybe I need to turn the settings down or something. Before I continue, I gotta check to make sure it's actually correct. Okay, yes, it is working. Cool. I was half expecting to have the same problem now as at the start of the stream. So, yeah, I gotta go and grab my Daedric bow again. Oh. Ebony. Sharpen the bow. Because that's how this stuff works. Unfavorite, favorite. Maybe I can hang this somewhere. Yeah, I didn't think I could do that. Maybe I got a weapon rack upstairs that's not being... Yeah, figures it can't be placed like that. I'm not sure it would even fit into one of... Okay, well, I can fit a bow into one of these. Just need to... Okay, well, apparently I'm having trouble now. I'm just gonna end the stream there then, because that's becoming a common problem that I'd rather not deal with. Uh, yeah, no, I'll end it right there for now. Hopefully I can figure out what's causing the problem before the next time I stream this game. Otherwise, like, that might be it for Skyrim. Anyway, bye.